Okay, hello class. I want to take advantage of this little class, this little recording, to discuss a little bit about the difference of two topics that are important in terms of the grammar tenses, of the verb tenses. We have in here the past simple versus the present perfect. This is what we are going to analyze right now. Okay, let's take a look. First, the structure. Past simple. For the past simple, as you can see, the most important is that in the affirmative, we have the subject and the verb in past. The verb can be either regular or irregular. We don't have a special person here, so always the subject and the verb in past. I jumped, you ate, he cooked, she wrote, etc. Remember that in simple past, in the negative statements, we use didn't, and immediately we use the verb in the base form. Didn't jump, didn't eat, he didn't cook, she didn't write, he didn't run. Okay, we don't say you didn't eat. No, affirmative you ate, negative you didn't, and the verb in the base form, eat. Okay, the did is the past. And for in the interrogative, it's the same. We use did, the subject and the verb in the base form. Did I jump? Did you eat? Okay, affirmative, he cooked. Negative, he didn't cook. And interrogative, did he cook? Okay, this is the past simple. As well, we have the verb to be, that for the verb to be in past simple, for he, she, it, and I, we use was. We, you, they, we use were. Okay, then we have the present perfect, that this is the topic that we have analyzed until now. For the present perfect tense, remember that the rule is, in this case, is el verbo haber. So, verbo haber. So, the most important is that we have the affirmative with he, she, and it, we use has. We, you, and they, we use have. And we always maintain the verb in the past participle, which is the last verb in the column. Okay? So, in the three tenses, in the affirmative, negative, and interrogative, we are going to use the verb in past participle. It's not like in the past, that in the past we use the verb in past in the affirmative. In the negative, we don't use it, and in the interrogative, we don't use it either. So in this case, in the present perfect, we use them, we use the verb in past participle in the three of them. So for the negative, we only add not, they haven't seen, he hasn't seen, okay? The same, we, you, they, and I have, he, she, and it has, okay? And the verb in past participle. And for the interrogative, we get have or has at the beginning, the subject, and the verb in past participle. Okay, so I have seen the film, yo he visto la película. They haven't seen the film, no han visto la película. Okay, good. Now, what's the difference? Because this is the idea, the versus, past simple versus present perfect. The past simple is when we refer about one specific moment in the past. This is what we call express a finished time or a definite time or a finished action. So it means that we usually, when we refer about finished, when something is finished, when something is definite, we use the past. The present perfect is for something that is unfinished, indefinite, okay? So this is the big difference. For example, we lived in Japan from 1995 to 1998. So I'm being very specific. But if I say I've worked as a teacher since 2011, I am not saying, I'm not being very specific. Maybe I'm being specific for the 2011, but I continue teaching, okay? In this case, it means that I started in 2011 and I continue in this moment teaching. I am a teacher right now. In this case, I lived in 1995, I lived in 1998, but in this moment I don't. So this is the difference. This is finished and this is in progress. This continues. For example, I woke up at 6 a.m. So it's finished, simple past. But I can say I have worked since 7. So at 7, I started working and we are in this moment at 11:22 and I continue working. So this is the big difference. The past simple is when we refer out something that finished. I saw the Eiffel Tower in 2007. Okay, in this specific moment, I saw the Eiffel Tower. But in this case, I have seen the Eiffel Tower. That's it. but I am not saying the time. I have seen the Eiffel Tower. I am not being specific of the time that I saw it. I have seen it. That's it. For example, I went to McDonald's yesterday, specific, definite. But I have eaten in McDonald's many times. I'm not being specific because I am indefinite. I'm not saying the moment when I went to McDonald's. These are the big differences between the two of them. Past simple, it's finished. Okay. Present perfect, it's indefinite or unfinished. So this is the situation that we got with this specific tense. In this case, what we are going to have is this little exercise here. Remember the keywords. For the past simple, we need some keywords. The keywords are usually expressions like last. This is simple past. Last, ago as well. When we have those expressions, yesterday, those are expressions from simple past. I went, because this is past, last weekend. Okay, when we have, it says, that movie 3 times this month. In this case, I saw, okay, 3 times. No, I have seen, because the month is not finished. So I started 1, 2, 3 times, and maybe tomorrow I can watch it. So far means hasta el momento. So these ideas, hasta el momento, quiere decir que hasta el día de hoy, una compilación. Puede que mañana siga. So this is present perfect. Scott has done. Okay. Last, this is past tense. So the most important is to analyze the sentence. In this case, is swam. He swam 1 kilometer every day last summer. So that's the situation that we got when we refer about the simple past. Okay. Then when we usually have never, ever, this is an expression that is with present perfect. I have never lied. With the present perfect, we usually use expressions like never, ever, already, yet, since, for, that we have covered that topic. Okay, so that's the most important. Last night, past tense, she was not at home. Yesterday, past tense. So when we refer about ideas that are related to this, to last, yesterday, ago, we use simple past. But when we use expressions that refer for or since, things that are not finished, we use the present perfect. So I hope that you understood this topic. It can be easy to understand, but a little bit more difficult to analyze the versus. So try to find the key word and get the correct tense in the sentences or the exercises that are related to this topic to get the difference between one and between another. Okay.